feelings umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Never get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crown. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Homemade ways for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can roll up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Beverly. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
This will be caught at about the 5. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. The 20, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Chubb running to the wide side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Moore, the man in motion. Watson, off play action. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cooper, the man in motion right. They run again on 1st down. Chubb to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And again, it's Chubb. Runs through the contact. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
In motion left goes Jones.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Chubb will get the call running left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And now an audible here into something else.
35-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Second and 14.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Steelers 1st down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Beverly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Austin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That went down the field for Freiermuth.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Moore, the man in motion. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the left side. Beverly to the 43, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Beverly. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. And quickly, they get to the line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Up the middle they go. Beverly.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, They've just been effortless for them in this one, and that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Watson changing the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 13-yard line.
So Cleveland